bag. If you guys want to hit your bag at home, you can go right ahead, or you can just enjoy. Remember, there's also follow along workout videos in the video section if you want to check that out. That's more setup to follow along than these are. All right, do a little warm up. I'm going to start by warming up my shoulder. Trying to remind myself every day that when I do this, I would like to start my warm up by warming up my shoulder. I'm going to take my watch off because my shoulder has been having issues, and this is one of the exercises that is supposed to help fix that issue. So you're exercising the external rotation muscles of that shoulder. I'm pressing out with the band, raising up, overhead. And the parts where my shoulder don't quite feel right, I try to go extra slow through there. Maybe hold it for a second until it feels better. See, I can still feel it feels like my shoulder's in the wrong place or something. It's what it feels like in my shoulder. This shoulder's the one that's messed up. So now I'm going to switch to a heavier band. And this is good for warming up anyway, to be honest with you. Just engaging a muscle like that. All right. All right there. That's rough. Oh, okay. All right, enough of that. I'm going to throw my gloves on, all right? Of course, I could do this without gloves. Every now and then I think I might come do a bag workout without wearing the gloves, because you don't actually have to have gloves on this Wavemaster bag, because it's not as hard as a big heavy hanging bag, right? This is dense foam with a hard plastic core. But I do really like these gloves. These are nice gloves. All right. Gonna do a little bit of warming up with some ones and twos. Let me twist first. Twist. All right. That feels good on the lower back, especially this twist. There we go. Got a pop in my leg. All right. I'm gonna start warming up on the bag. I'm just gonna start throwing ones and twos. All right. Just to get it going. This is a great way to warm up because you're twisting your body and you're just letting punches fly. This warms you up pretty quickly. Just throwing ones and twos. As you're doing this warm up, try to remember to bring your hands back to your face every time, right? Even if you punch low, it should come back to your face. 1, 2. Jab to the face, punch to the solar plex. You can also drop your weight down when you punch to the solar plex, right? Like that. But you don't have to. You can still punch it at an angle. That's still okay. It's a little bit faster probably than having to drop your weight. But then again, if you drop your weight, you're also possibly dodging his counterpunch, right? You throw a jab, maybe he's going to counterpunch, and you drop your weight, because he may be punching your head. You drop your weight, he's going to punch over your head. You can blast him in the solar plex. Moving your head off center line, making yourself harder to hit. All right, I'm gonna do some swing kicks, loosen up my hamstrings. Let me adjust this camera, make sure that I have it set up right to where we're not gonna cut anything off here and back you up a little bit. I'm gonna throw some swing kicks to loosen up my hamstrings now, okay? Because I'm still in the warm-up phase. All right. So a little bit of dynamic stretching to get your hamstrings ready to go is always good. Swing kicks, I never do less than 10. It might be better to do 20. You just do it until your hamstring is fully loosened up on that side. and then you switch to the other side. So you notice your foot starts getting higher and higher when you're loosening your hamstring up, throwing this swing kick. Once you can get it up to where about your maximum height is, do a few more, make sure you're fully loose, right? And then you can switch sides and swing kick on the other side. Boom. See, it starts off super low because you don't force anything, you go gentle. It gets higher and higher. Get those hamstrings nice and loose. All right, now we're gonna do a sideways swing kick. All right. So I'm gonna come through this way and go back that way, like this. Other leg. Okay. Some leg circles. Leg circles. My leg's ready to go. You're trying not to go too insane today because I'm working out again later today. Later today, I'm supposed to go to fitness kickboxing gym and train up there, getting the buddy into it. So I'm gonna try to do that. Yesterday, I got probably 2 hours of exercise between doing my bag workout in here and then playing this VR game Thrill of the Fight 2. Putting all that together, got about 2 hours worth of exercise yesterday. So it's pretty intense. All right, I'm gonna start doing some combinations on the bag and getting a good workout in, all right? Anybody that's new, hit that subscribe button and check out the follow along workouts in the video section. All right, gonna start off with some basic simple combos to get us started. You gotta remember, always hands come back to the face. So a few kicks, get my legs loosened up a little bit more. So some round kicks. We're still in frame? Yeah, okay. Still in frame. Scoot this bag back a little though. I want to throw some push kicks as well. Some people call it the teep kick. I think MMA calls it the teep kick. I call it push kick. If you're trying this at home, remember you never kick with your toes. Kick with the ball of your foot or your heel, one or the other. So ball of the foot or heel, okay? I used to like heel better, but I've gotten to where I like ball of the foot a little bit more because I don't have to make as drastic as of a stomp. I can do it a little less and start the push. Because with the heel, I got to really get it in there, right? Heel, heel, heel. Now ball of the foot. Boom, boom, boom. See, it's way easier with the ball of the foot. Feel like I need to stretch out my toe. Got a weird little sensation in my toe, almost like it wanted to cramp. Just for me pulling it back. All right. Oblique kick, leg kick, head kick, all right? From this side, it's oblique kick, leg kick, head kick. All right. The oblique kick is a leg kick too. You're kicking at the inside of the knee. It's just you're picking up and stomping down with your heel towards their knee. Boom. Right? Boom. 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 Not something you want landing on you. Can really mess up your knee. It's a Kyokushin karate move. That's the guys I see throwing the oblique kick, are Kyokushin karate guys. They love this kick. Boom. Boom. Bam. Boom. Bam. Bam. Boom. All right, folks. Some head movement, slip, slip, and throwing some strikes. Let's work on head movement a little bit. Let's do our slips, maybe our roll, right? Overhand. So a good cue to do an overhand, right? To do a overhand punch. Imagine you're throwing a hook, right? Throwing a hook punch, but slipping and coming over the top for your overhand, all right? So, boom, almost like a hook. I think I throw it more like a corkscrew, you know, kind of like boom, boom. But I've heard it described as you're throwing it like an angled hook punch. But for me, it's more like a corkscrew. Boom. Boom. Corkscrew punch. Boom. One of the things I like about the overhand, right, is that when you're throwing your punch, you're not just standing there punching, right? You are moving your head off the center line at the same time. So if they were trying to strike you at the same time you were throwing the punch, like if you are going to punch at the same time, well, they just missed you because your head's not in the same place anymore. You've done moved it off the center line. You done moved it out of the way. So they done missed you, and hopefully you didn't miss them, right? Let's make it a combo. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new, all right? Hit that subscribe button or I'll come to your house and leg kick you. Just kidding. But hit that button, it really helps the channel out. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to be adding random things on. A little funky. Toes down, back kick. Right? Toes down back kick, toes sideways side kick. I'm more of a fan of the side kick. I prefer my toes up to the side than pointing down. I feel like it gives my foot a little bit more clearance, right? Because if I'm doing toes down, back kick, right? I feel like you can get jammed up a little if you don't hit it just right. If you miss with the heel, you miss with your foot. And excuse me, if you miss with your heel, you'll hit with your foot, and you can stretch that in a way you don't want to be stretched. With the side kick, chances are, if you miss, you're not pushing down on the rest of your foot. So you don't have to worry about that part, right? But still, with whichever kick you throw, you do want to make sure you hit with the heel, whether you're doing a back kick or a side kick. But the consequences of missing with your heel are less from a side kick than with a back kick. Because the back kick, if you miss with the back kick, you end up hitting with this and it pushes down and you're like stretching your foot in a direction it doesn't move, right? That doesn't happen with a side kick. I badly need a new bag. I've been beating on this bag so much, I can tell around this area, I've worn in the foam. And when I throw a hard kick, like just then, I can feel the hard plastic core. It is time to replace this guy. It's been a great bag. I've had it for over 10 years. I've probably had this bag 15 years. And but I've used it more this year than the entire time I've had it, because I started this channel about 7-ish months ago doing these martial arts, and since then I've been in here almost every day banging on this bag. And let me tell you something, doing that, I've improved both my martial arts and my physical fitness level. Both of those skyrocketed from when I first started. You don't believe me, go back and watch the first workout video on this channel. You can see the difference in both the martial arts and fitness level. Like, go back and look at the first workout video on this channel, and then go back and look at some of the more recent ones, like maybe the 1,000 kick workout. The circuit training workout was good. Okay, that's one from a few months ago. And then just the one that right now is on there labeled as new fitness kickboxing. It was the newest one I made right before the 1,000 kickathon. So it was the newest regular fitness kickboxing. Because after that I had some specialties. I had the 1,000 kickathon, and then after that I made an easy button workout for people that aren't ready for the full force fitness kickboxing workout, because some of you guys needed something easier, so I made an easier option for you guys. And don't forget, every Friday, I'm gonna be back in here every Friday morning doing 1,000 kicks on the bag, okay? Probably a little bit earlier than what it is now. I'll probably start those labs about an hour earlier, maybe even 2 hours earlier than what I started today. So you have to subscribe to make sure you don't miss it, and hit the notification bell, you know, make sure it notifies you so you'll know. Or just check in on Fridays if you're wanting to catch that 1,000 kick workout every Friday. And of course, there's already the follow along 1,000 kick legendary kickathon workout under the workout section, under the video section. So keep that in mind. You can always go do that. That workout's broken down into 5 different types of kicks: round kicks, side kicks, push kick, hook kick, and I believe crescent kick was the other one, crescent kick or twist kick. And I did sets of those until we reached 1,000, all right? And this past Friday, I chose 2 kicks. I did 500 round kicks and 500 side kicks, what we did this past Friday. I think I like that way better when you're doing less kicks for the 1,000 kickathon, because then you can hone in and hone your skills on those particular kicks, right? I'm thinking this Friday, I might change my mind, but this Friday I'm thinking I want to do a kick combo. Instead of just picking my foot up and doing one kick, I think this Friday I'm going to want to do push kick, round kick, right? And I don't know if I'm going to do back leg like that, or maybe lead leg, push kick, round kick. I might do the lead leg like that. I'll decide Friday. I'm thinking I want to do push kick, round kick, and then one other kind of kick, right? Actually though, I could just do that for the whole thing. And the push kick, I feel like it works your core, because you're bringing your knee up so high that it's making sure to work your core, because anytime you bring your knee above your belly button, your core gets engaged, that whole band all the way around. I may do it like that. Back leg push, front leg round kick. That's probably how I do it, so I can alternate legs, get them both going. Let's break it down and see if you want to do that the whole time this Friday, or do you want to have one more kick combo or just one more kick. You guys still with me? How y'all doing? Hit that subscribe button, all right? Hit that button if you folks are new. I'm trying to kind of go a little easy, all right? Because I got to work out later, so. And I might not be able to resist playing that VR game I've been playing. Playing a VR boxing game is a lot of fun, but it's also a killer amount of exercise because you're actually in here swinging at nobody, dodging punches from nobody, and throwing back these shots. Some of those kind of awkward shots because you're trying to get around the guy's guard. So I think it's a interesting way to train, because what it's going to do is shoot your shadow boxing up a level, right? Because if you're just doing shadow boxing and you're just throwing the moves, maybe add in some slips here and there. It's not the same as when you have an opponent across from you, even if it's a virtual opponent, where you have to find a way around his guard because he's guarding like this or like this, Billy Shell, or and also he's throwing punches at you. So you got to try to not get hit by the punch. You either block it, either block his strikes, or what works more effectively on the game is your head movement. So on that game, I'm working on the head movement, right? So I try to dodge his punches and then strike back, and usually you dodge his punch, pop, pop, you can hit him with two, So you play that game, you dodge a couple of these guys' punches, then pop, pop, and then dodge them into the body, dodge, so it's pretty good. Too bad you can't kick in that VR game. It's a boxing game. I wonder if there's VR games you can kick in. I haven't been playing VR for very long, but it's a lot of fun. I've been telling people too, if you guys want to, I can go live when I'm playing the game and spar with you guys, have a match with you, if you guys have VR headsets and you got the game. Just a little something extra I can do on my channel instead of just always being here hitting the bag. I could also have matches with you guys on VR. See how many we got, handful. Folks, hit subscribe, all right? It's helpful to the channel. Trying to build up. Help me get monetized so I can buy a new bag. It's time to replace this sucker. I've done worn it out. I don't need much, just a little. So give me a follow. I want a new bag where I can't feel the hard core when I blast it. Been blasting this sucker for too many years. It's finally ready to be replaced. Ha! 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 All right, folks, I'm gonna start winding it down. So I was gonna take it fairly easy today because I have another workout coming up later. I'm gonna go to the actual martial arts gym that I go to sometimes to do fitness kickboxing with those guys. I'm gonna do that later because I got a buddy who wants to get started involved doing something like that. So I'm gonna take him down there because he's got the options. He can just do fitness kickboxing, or he can go to boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, tons of choices. So I'm gonna take my friend there. He's gonna do fitness kickboxing with me, and then who knows, he might decide to jump into one of those other programs, you know? So I've always thought this guy had the potential to fight. So maybe if he gets some training, you know, because he's got the mentality, you know? Not everybody has the fight mentality. Whew. All right, I'm gonna wind it down some. Cool down a little bit. I actually might play that VR boxing game. Leave me a comment if you want me to go live for that. Because I may play it. It's just such a fun game. I'm gonna chill out. Relax, relax, relax. Run in place a little. All right. March in place. Get those knees up high, okay? We're gonna do a little bit of stretching. All right, I like this stretch, all right? Arm up, all right? Hip out. And you look up at the eye of your elbow. It stretches everything all the way down to here. It feels really good. Loosens up everything. You hold a lot of stress in your sides like that. And you can stretch it all out through this. A lot of people don't know this stretch. Unless you did that workout with Tony Horton. This was like one of his favorite stretches. I'm sure it probably still is. All right, I'm gonna stretch down, stretch up my hamstring, and reach for my toes. Make sure your ankle, your toes, the floor, whatever level you need. And usually I do this stretch twice on each side because I'm more stretched out the second time. I can go farther. I can get deeper the second time. Other side. And I like to put my hands on my knees when I first start it, just to support my back, and then I'll let it go. But if you need to, you can keep your hand on your knee if you have back issues. All right, back to the other side. And other side. All right, I'm just gonna reach straight down now. I used to be able to grab my ankles and touch my head to my knees. Not quite there anymore. All right, coming down into child's pose. This is really great for the lower back. Y'all hear my dog? I don't know if you can hear him or not. Anyway, that's a stretch I like to do as well. Put one arm through. Changes that stretch up, makes it where it focuses on one side of the lower back. It's a little bit deeper of a stretch. Now, other side. Right down the middle. Finish it out with the cobra stretch. Ooh. Go real slow, shifting from one extreme to the other on your back stretch. I like to always follow up the child's pose of the cobra. I like to kind of go back and forth sometimes because you're taking your back to both extremes. All right, and on my feet, I'm twist it out real quick. Make sure my back's still good and warm. And what do you know? I've ended this workout, warm up, cool down, and all, right at the time I was planning on getting finished. This is the exact time I was planning on finishing. 12:30 on my clock. All right, guys, hit a subscribe. Come back and check out the workouts, all right? Keep kicking it.